Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. My name is Leslie. If you haven't been here before, you've wandered across my little corner of the internet. Today, we're going to discuss a couple of things. For me, they are one is the most aggravating, and one is a lesson very well learned. Let's put it that way, okay? So, let's go down to the tabletop and we'll get started. Just give me 1 second here. Here we go, guys. And there we go. So let's start with the lesson learned. Um, a bit ago, I needed a new hot end. My old hot end, let me put my glasses on here. It kind of, I don't know, went berserk. And it ended up kind of smelling funny and not extruding what it needed to. And if you look at the tip, I don't know if you can really see it, it's just black. And inside is a big glob of filament that did not wish to go through. So I went through the steps. I heated it up as hot as I could. I used the little tool that comes with the machine that looks like an extra long needle. I shoved it in. I tried extruding other filaments through to force it. Nothing has worked. Does not mean I'm going to give up. I'm going to continue to try. But this was a lesson learned because I went on Amazon and I did my filters and I came up with these. Now, this is a point zero or 0.2. The zero point 0.4 is in my machine, in my A1. And it says that it works with my A1 and it fits in and the machine acknowledges it and the machine runs and does all the things like this. Hang on 1 sec. Yeah, look at that. What a mess. So I calibrated, I oiled, I leveled, I said prayers to the gods of 3D printing, and nothing has worked. Every project, the base layers come out like this. And if I let it go, excuse me, then usually within an hour, it's telling me that the filament is stuck and cannot extrude. I'm telling you guys, I did my research. I looked for as close to 5 stars as possible. I read comments, and these seemed to be good. So I ordered the two heads because ordering two of them was only a tiny bit more than ordering one from Bamboo Studios. And I thought, look at me saving money. Well, I didn't save any money because my time is worth money when I'm making things and selling them. My filament is definitely worth money. The wear and tear on the machine, there is that. And so, really, did I save anything? Well, I was frustrated now, and I went back and I read even more of the reviews. And for some people, apparently they worked really well, and that's great, and I'm happy for you. But others were saying, it extrudes filament, and that's what it's made to do, and I'm going to give it 4 to 4.5 stars, but it's not laying down a smooth filament, and I have to kind of go back with a blowtorch and yet that's what it's supposed to do, guys. It's supposed to lay down a nice smooth print. that looks like this. And it's not doing that. This one was done on the S1 Mini, or sorry, on the Anycubic S1. It comes out smooth and lovely. And I don't have these issues. Like, it's just such a difference. This is what this used to be. And so the lesson I learned is sometimes just go on the website, order the original part, spend the extra $2 or $3, and avoid all of the headaches that I had and end up with projects that don't look like this, but look like this. And this is our last Halloween. This is our last Valentine's project, guys. My granddaughter has a collection of these characters that she enjoys. And Hello Kitty isn't necessarily the Hello Kitty part, it's just how cute the kitten is. We do cuties, and so this one fits right in. So this is going to be part of her Valentine. Now, let me move those to the side. You've got a lovely project like the Hello Kitty, and you go around to the back of your machine and find this. Look at that, guys. That is one project. Or sorry, that is two projects worth. That is a dragon and the Hello Kitty. I end up with boxes and boxes of this, even adjusting my flush ratio, which you can do in any of the programs, I believe. So I've been searching and searching for ways to use this because this is so much waste. And you know, I'd rather use it than waste it. It's money down the drain. So what I did was I went on Amazon and I ordered some silicone molds. Now, they were to be here on Saturday. Now they are going to be here tomorrow. So Friday is going to be part 2 of this video where we will use the silicone molds and this, and hopefully all things being as they showed on the inspiration video that I watched, we will create some beautiful items using filament poop. So that will solve one of the biggest complaints about the machine. And let's hope that it gives us a way to use what would otherwise be waste. Now I want to address one final item. And that's the time it takes to make a 3D print. I had a few people message me and say, Leslie, I ordered this machine because before Christmas for my daughter because, you know, it shows on the ad these kids and they're making things bing, bang, boom. And then we go to make them and it's 18 hours or 20 hours or 28 hours. There is no there is nothing quick about 3D printing. Let's put it that way. You do have to have patience. Now, if I'm doing little prints like my little Valentine's dragon that is going to my granddaughter with the Hello Kitty, then I will do 4 of them on a plate, or 5 or 6, however many fits, because that gives me stock, number one. And it doesn't matter if it's 1 or 100, they take the same amount of time. And it helps to reduce, in most cases, the amount of poop. So, and by that, I better clarify that. By that, I mean I didn't print this one, get this much poop, take it off the plate, print it again, get this much poop again. I did 6 of them and maybe got that much poop. Oh, sorry, guys. I didn't realize you couldn't see that. Let me shift here. I've got some work going on the floor tiles, and it's making it difficult to adjust my camera properly, like the stand. So as I was saying, do one print, and you might get this much poop. No, let's be realistic. You're going to get this much poop, minus the red and black. This dragon created that poop. Okay. But if I did 4 of this dragon on the plate, it created that poop. Do you see where I'm going? So time wise, poop wise, etc., you're better off to do 2 or 3. And you know what? If you do 3 or 4 or 6 and say 2 don't sell, they could go into a basket of things that you might want to donate to a school for them to use as gifts for students who do really good, or for that sale that comes up around Christmas, so that they can go in and buy stuff for their friends or siblings or parents, things like that. So keep that in mind. So let's hope that through all of this, we can, once we get the new head, have no further extrusion issues. We can get beautiful prints like this one and this one. And that we reduce the amount of poop, which we will find out on Friday. Because if I can make something out of this, I will not consider it poop. I will consider it useful. I hope this gives you a little bit of incentive to remember that sometimes saving money doesn't turn out to be a savings in the long run. Use the proper tools to get the job done, and that you sometimes have to explore and think outside of the box to turn waste into projects. So I will see you Friday, and we'll see what happens with all of this poop. Take care, guys, and I will see you in whatever comes next. Bye.